Hello class, this is Ms. Jones, and in this video I'm going to show you what reflections across the x and y axis look like and the relationship between a point's coordinates and the coordinates of the image when it's reflected. So I've already drawn here a triangle in Geometry Sketchpad, and I've put up here the measure of this angle CAB, and also have the coordinates for each of these points. And we're snapping to the grid, so the points will stay even each time. And you can see I can kind of drag this triangle around, and the coordinates change and the angle changes as it moves. And what I'm going to do is reflect it across, first across the y-axis. So I'm going to go up here and first pick that y-axis and then mark it as the mirror. And then over here, I'm going to grab all these points and lines of the triangle, and then I'm going to tell it to reflect. And there it is, the new triangle on this side. And we'll go ahead and name those points. So they'll get names. And you can see that as we go to each one, we can also show their coordinates. So we're going to put that up here and put their coordinates there. Oops, I'm going to get this point. Why does this one not want to measure? Oh, because we're still over here. Here we go. Okay, and coordinates. And other coordinates for those. And you can see, if we line these up, what has happened is A has gone from being at 0.42 to negative 4.2. B has gone from 8.2 to negative 8.2. And C from 9.8 to negative 9.8. So what's happened is we reflect across the y-axis is all the x values have become negative. Now we can do the same thing here with the going across the x-axis. So if we'll make the x-axis a mirror, and then grabbing all these points and lines of this triangle, we'll tell it to reflect that way. And now we have the triangle down there. And again, if we do the same thing, I'm going to pick these points and find out coordinates for them. I'll put these down here. And a coordinate here. And also a coordinate here. You can see in this case, A has gone from 4.3 to 4.3, B from 8.2 to 8.2, and C from 9.8 to 9.8. So in these cases, as we've gone across, reflected across the x-axis, the y-axis has turned to be a negative number. So that's the pattern, and you can see as we change this triangle around that those relationships still are the same. Now, if we are going to, these are all pretty simple cases. This triangle, original triangle here is in the first quadrant. All of its coordinates are positive. But what if some of them were negative and then we reflected across the line? Well, you can see what happens if we put point A over here into the second quadrant. So its original coordinates are negative 2, 4. Then the reflection is actually now in the other quadrant 1 with coordinates 2, 4. And so this negative value becomes positive. So it would really be more accurate to not say that we're making that coordinate negative as much as we are as making it the opposite sign of what it was before. Or you could say multiplying it by negative 1, because negative 2 times negative 1 would be 1. So that's how we do reflections. and give your assignment a try. And if you get confused, you could always come back and watch the video again, or we'll talk about it more in class.